Hello folks, welcome to Canal Channel Jose. Today we're going to show you, give you an idea how we replace this half seat, and this is the backrest for the passengers on our Tercel. This is 91 to 94 Toyota Tercel, and this is some synthetic leather, and it's plastic. What we're going to be doing is replacing this because ours is in really bad shape, and this is a little bit more complete. But what happens and damage these components is that they dried up so much because the sun hits them, and they start getting dry and brittle. And then if you don't treat them, and the way we do it and give them a treatment is by using these wires to protect it. So here and there we get a rag and we pour some of this into the rag. It's just like a cream for your hands. And then what we do is we just start applying it to all the seed. So then this cleans and protects, and then the leather or the plastics starts absorbing some of these um, chemicals. So then it doesn't dry it up and it doesn't crack and it doesn't go bad as soon. So today we're going to show you how we take the one that we have on our car, the shape that it is on, and to install this one. And with that, let's jump right into it. Here it is, the back piece on the rear seat, and as you can see, it's on really bad shape. This whole foam is just disintegrating and coming off. So we're gonna be taking this one out, but to do that, we have to take this guy out. We have to pop it up, pull it away, get the seat belts through, and then once we get this guy out of here, we can remove two bolts, are one on this side and one on the other side. And then once we take those two bolts off, we push up, and then we can extract this back piece from there. So let's do that now. As you can see, we have removed the bottom piece, and to do that we have to pull it up from this point in the front and this point to unhook it from here, get the secure point off, and then we pull it forward and got the seatbelts through the holes. And now we can get to the bolts that are holding this guy secure so it doesn't come off. And check, this is why we're replacing it. It's coming apart, all the foam and all that is just not good anymore. We have to remove that 12mm bolt right there on the driver's side, and on the passenger side there's that 12mm bolt right there. We have to remove it so the seat can be pulled up, because there's another a hook here and a hook there that keeps it from coming forward. But to unhook the seat from the top, we have to undo those two 12mm bolts and then pull it up to bring it out. So now that we took off the two 12mm bolts that hold that bottom piece, that prevents this seat from sliding up and unhooking itself from the top. So once we undone those two 12mm bolts, we can pull it up and then bring it away, because those hooks prevent it from falling forward. So now we do that. So now I have the seat taken out, and as you can see, there's a big opening that you can see the trunk and everything that I carry right there right now. So what I'm doing is I took the piece out because now I can carry stuff, and then there's a big opening. I can make this trunk bigger by removing this seat in case I ever need it. So there's no cover on that. But now that we have taken this guy out, we take it out of here and we bring the new one and we put it on. So this is what we took out, and this is what we're putting in. It has a little tears in there, but it's better than what we took out. So when you take off the back piece and you have taken off two 12mm bolts, you taken out and you unhook the seat from the back, this hook and this other hook, and this plastic is on the old seat, take it off and take it and put it back into where the new seat is going to go into its place. So otherwise you have the vibration from the seat, because this needs to go in there. So we'll put it where it needs to go. Now we have given it a vacuum. We clean right where the seats are going to be. And before we put the seat, we're going to show you where this piece goes. So as you can see, this is the passenger side where the back seat hooks into, and that's the driver's side where it hooks into right there. And there's a plastic there. This plastic needs to go right here like that. So now we grab our new back piece to our car, and what we do is before we start putting the bolts in, we have to make sure that the two hooks in the back are hooked into it. You pull forward to try it, and once that's hooked, then you put the two bolts in the bottom, 12 millimeters, so then that secures it and prevents it from sliding up and coming up from the hooks. And then we can put the bottom piece in with the seatbelt screw and make sure it clamps into the bottom. And then once we're done with that, then we're done with the job. So let's hook into the back. So now that it's hooked and it's in there, what we can do is we can put the bolts in the bottom, tighten them down, and then we bring the bottom piece and put it in. So we get our seatbelt through, we get our seat, we present it, and then we start grabbing our seatbelts through this other side. So now that we have the seatbelts through the holes and the other two seatbelts are visible, what we can do is push it down into the bottom, tuck it in, and then align the hooks down here and then press in so it hooks and grabs. And there it is. That's how it's supposed to end up like. Now we don't have that big opening here where the foam is deteriorating and falling off. And it's hooked on the bottom and everything's back on place. Well, folks, hopefully this video was useful, helpful, how to replace the back piece on the rear seat of a 91 to 94 Toyota Tercel. And the most important thing about this, when to give him some treatment, I use a leather treatment, and these protects the leather or the plastic, so that way they don't dry out and become brittle like this one did. So that way it prolongs the life. So for this job, all we did was use a 12 millimeter socket and an extension and a ratchet to make the job easier. And it's pretty simple. You can do this at home without taking it to shops. So the main part, just get the back piece that matches your car, and you can replace it for the one that you have in your car. With that said, folks, for our friends who are watching video, have to subscribe to our channel. Please subscribe. If you like a video, give us thumbs up, share it, and we'll see you soon with more videos here en el canal del Chano José.